Welcome to Guns and Gear Network, everyone. Appreciate you tuning in. Wanted to do this video this afternoon. It's kind of a holiday special video. Christmas is coming around the corner, and people are going to start thinking about buying gifts for their loved ones, and maybe a gift for yourself, or maybe somebody, I know in our family, they always send around text messages, hey, you know what so-and-so wants, or whatever. And I just wanted to show some things, some stocking stuffers and budget-friendly gifts. All these gifts that I'm getting ready to show you are less than $25, and some of them are as cheap as like $1.99. So, very reasonable in price, and they are brought to you by our sponsor, Stanford Outdoor Supply. Talked to Al over there about doing some holiday specials videos, and he sent us over a box of goodies, and we're going to go through those today and take a look of what I picked out. I went and picked up some random things on his website that I thought would be good gifts, stocking stuffers, you know, budget type gifts, and we're going to get into that today, and we're going to kind of unbox everything and kind of look at what we got here. So the first thing you got that I thought was a neat item, I've seen these around before, but I've never seen one in person, and I thought I would get one sent to me to take a look. And these are they're handkerchiefs or bandanas that actually have survival information already printed on them. So one of the things that you need in your survival kit, bug out kit anyway, is some type of bandana. So we always recommend that. They're multi-purpose. You can use them for first aid. You can use them as a tourniquet. You can use them just to, clean up. You can use them to filter out large particles in water, things like that. Well, this one in particular is more designed towards the first aid. Hang on one second, let me get this off of here. Like I said, you're seeing it first time me unboxing. I had to actually even open it up. But this one is more of a first aid bandana, and it gives you some information about insect bites, treating for shock, excuse me guys, I'm kind of fighting a little cold today, high altitude sickness, basic wounds, heat exhaustion, things like that. So it's a neat little bandana. He's got a couple different versions. One is more, I guess, geared towards survival information. This one is more geared towards first aid. Tells you how to assess things, so forth, which is kind of handy. And but these are really neat, and they're real cheap. They're $2.99, so you can buy both of these, this one and the other one that he has, and you would have $6 in the whole thing. So that's real reasonable in price. So got your little bandana here, survival type bandana with some information printed on it. That's always there for you. The next item is the Ready Man survival card, and this one right here is the lockpit or escape and evasion kit, and these run $12.95. And you've got basically a lockpick set here, and on a card that's real thin that can fit in your wallet, in a survival kit, so forth. It's also got a saw built in for cutting out if you're taped up or zip tied, things like that. But there's some videos floating around about how to use this particular kit, so look at those. Excuse me guys, if you're having an interest in this. Like I said, this is $12.95. I suggest everybody have one of these, and this right here is also, the video is kind of, but maybe for the prepper that has it all, what do you get them? Because some people may not have something like this. So this right here is a really neat product, and they have other cards, and Alan over at Stanford Outdoor Supply has a bunch of different type cards that they offer. Neat little gift. Sorry guys, this cold's about to kill me. Next up is a Gerber Essentials. This is the Gerber Vise. It's a multi-tool. Go ahead and open this up for you with my tactical scissors I have here today. And this one is a very small, compact size. And a lot of people might have already have some type of multi-tool, but they've got, full size. And this one right here can, you can either use it as almost like a keychain. You can put it in a smaller survival tin, something like that. So, and this one right here retails for $14.99, so $15 for that. spring assist on the pliers. And one of the things I like about this one, and I'll show you, is I don't have to open the multi-tool. Usually the attachments, the other tools are inside of here. This one, you can access everything from the outside here, which is nice. You don't have to go to the inside and get things. But it's got different little tools here. It's got a serrated blade. It's got a regular blade, and that is nice and sharp. See what else we got here. We've got looks like a screwdriver and a bottle opener. A little file. Looks like a smaller flat blade that could also be used as a punch. And let's see what else we got here. This is my first time. This is the first time opening this thing, guys. So I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, it even tells you right here. It's hard to pick up in this camera, but this tells you. It's got a little symbol there to tell you what's on this side. But yeah, neat little small folding multi-tool by Gerber, and I like the fact that they are spring assist. The pliers are very precision. They close down very tight. Almost use these as you know, some type of, if you're trying to get out splinters and stuff, you could almost use them as almost like a forceps or tweezers. But yeah, nice little multi-tool there. The next item is, let's see here, a spork. And this one is a stainless steel, and it is made by 5 Star Gear. And let's go ahead and open this up. And I will tell you this, guys, if you want a good size, because a lot of these sporks are very small and tiny, and they're a pain in the rear to eat. Something like this, it's got a little knife edge, not a whole lot. It's kind of a little bit. I wouldn't cut a whole lot with that. One thing I do like about this one, I'm already noticing, I like silverware that's fairly comfortable in the hand, and a lot of them have sharp edges along here. This one's actually smooth and rounded. It's not like super round, but it's nice and smooth. It's comfortable in the hand to eat, and it does have the fork and the spoon all in one. And with a little bit of a serrated edge, you could cut a few things with that. But this right here is a really nice little, it's very heavy duty. It's not cheap and flimsy. It's hard to bend. Now, I could probably bend it, but it doesn't bend easy. But something like that, it's $1.99. So for $2, guys, hard to beat that for a little gift for somebody if you're trying to put together something for them. All right. So next kit. This one's a little more expensive than the others. This is the most expensive thing we have in the box. And this is called a Pocket Bellows Fire Starting Kit. And I'll show you what this is about. So it comes in this little tube here with 2 ends on it, and you just undo the end. So it comes with a little mini fire steel. It's a little smaller one. It comes with some quick tenders in here, in this little waterproof tube, which is nice. And I think you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so I think 8 of those. So you got those, which is nice. But here's the thing that I kind of was interested in this whole kit, is the bellows. Because you know fire needs oxygen, so you see people blowing on the fire and things like that to try creating oxygen. Well, it depends on the fire and what you're trying to get started. If you're trying to get a large coal bed reignited and it needs some more oxygen, well, this is like an antenna, and you now have a long distance where I can blow in this end and really concentrate where I want the oxygen to go. So this right here keeps your face out of the fire, also keeps it out of the smoke. Because a lot of times when a fire or an ember is smoldering, before it catches fire, there's a lot of smoke involved. So this, I can back my face away and I can blow in it and be able to do that. And it collapses down very small into my pocket or my kit. So that's a neat little feature there. But I like that kit, guys. That little kit here. You know, I've already got these things, so it's not that big a deal. But if somebody's, you know, kind of one of those people that have it all, I didn't have one of these, and I'm one of those guys that has it all. But I did not have one of these, and I thought that was pretty neat. And I like the idea that I can now get oxygen to a fire at a distance and concentrate it really in a certain area where the ember is. And that sort of thing. So anyway, guys, nice little kit here. All goes back into here, real nice and neat in this little kit here. I can get it all back in there. There we go. Nothing ever works out on camera, does it, guys? And just put everything else back in. But so if you hadn't got a fire starting kit, this right here would be a nice one, just because it comes with everything that you need. But again, I kind of wanted it just for the specific bellows. And bellows, the original bellows was like an accordion style. You see them sometimes hanging on people's fireplaces. They don't really use them much occasionally, but a lot of times they're for decoration. But that's what they were for, to build oxygen to start fires. All right, so you got that. I've got this emergency survival blanket, and everybody's seen a lot of survival blankets. This one I kind of liked because it was a bigger, it wasn't real cheap and thin. I'm not going to open it, I'm just going to leave it in this packaging. One thing I liked about this one, it is OD green on one side, and it looks to be orange on the other. So yeah, I'm sorry, it's silver on the other side, it looks like. So it's OD olive drab on one side and silver on the other. So it'll reflect heat back onto you, but I can also use it for signaling because of the reflective quality of the silver. But if I also want to kind of be stealthy and kind of hide, it is OD green. So that's kind of nice. And it's one of the bigger blankets. This one is 48 inches by 84 inches. And it's a little more heavier duty than those little thin, cheap blankets. But something like this, real cheap, is $3.99, $4 for that. And again, that would make a nice little gift. And then finally, I've got this. It is the Essie compass cards, and I'm going to open this and I'll show you what this is about. Let's see. These clamshell packaging, boy, they're tough to get into. Let's see here. Tactical scissors will get it every time. Maybe. And for some reason, when I was doing all my homework and preparing for the video, I did not write the price of this down on my paper here, but I'm pretty sure this was $9.99. So it's $10. I'll annotate if it's anything different than that. But what this is, it's for map reading and things like that, and it gives you basic topo map symbols, so you can use this as a reference. So you can hang this off your compass and have it with you all the time, using UTM with GPS and topo maps. And on the backs here, it's got information determining distance traveled. Tells you how to do that. So it's really neat to have just and it's waterproof, by the way, guys. It's made of a plastic type material. And I like the fact that you can tether this to the inside of your pack. You can tether it to your compass itself, whatever, and have all this information. It also has these clear ones here that can be used with map reading, map orientation when you're trying to figure out your direction of travel, things like that. It also has some scales to do measurements. It also has like acre size. Like if you say, look, you know, it's about 20 acres. Well, this right here gives you an idea what that size would look like based on the measurements, things like that. Let's see here. Yeah, it's got some scale measurements. It's got let's see, some other information there. I'm just trying to figure all this out because it's the first time I open it, guys, so you're seeing it for the first time just like I am. using basic trigonometry to determine approximate distance across a river. So that's good. So if you want to do river crossing, so it's a real good informational kit to have handy with you. And again, it's waterproof and very durable. Like I said, it's made of a plasticky type material, and that's always nice to have. You also have this here. This came with it. This right here is just a little. It's actually waterproof too. It's a plastic type material. It's a little bit about the company that supplies these, but it also has some ground to air distress signal information, things like that, short-term, long-term survival tips. So it just got, it's like a little tips card that you could keep with you also. But that right there, I think it's, like I said, $9.99. If it's any different than that, guys, I will annotate that difference, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was when I looked it up. For some reason I didn't write it down. But anyway, guys, if you're looking for some neat gifts for this holiday season, I think this right here would do you real well. Make sure if you are considering purchasing these, make sure you try and purchase them from our sponsor, Al over at Stanford Outdoor Supply. He helps make some of these videos possible with supplying us some gear and to review and things like that. And what I may do in the future, I may do an actual separate review of some of these kind of in action, see how they work and things like that, but or show you the bellows and so forth. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you tuning in. I want to thank Al over at Stanford Outdoor Supply for supplying us this little Christmas holiday gift pack here to show people, and we're probably going to do some more of these leading up to Christmas. But this was the first batch here to get your Christmas spirit going and just some ideas of what to buy. But anyway, guys, appreciate you tuning in. As always, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll bring you another video shortly. Have a great day, guys.